Hey guys, it's Jeremy again, and welcome back to another Life by the Square Inch video. This is going to be day 6, question number 6 for my 30-day world challenge put out by the Absolute Tabletop group to go in conjunction with their Dead Men's Guide to Dragongrin. And the question for today is, how prevalent is magic? Where does it come from? So here it goes. I'm going to tackle the same kind of 7 settings that I've been discussing thus far. First up is Rospine. Rospine is kind of a mid to high fantasy setting, so magic is fairly prevalent. It's on par with the way that magic is presented in the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Handbook, the setting of Faerun, which is, I believe, where the basic setting is for D&D. So magic kind of comes from a being that no one in Rospine really knows about, aside from the deities, who are actually forbidden to speak her name or even mention her existence to mortals. She is magic, and she's also the mother of the planet itself. So the planet, magic, and herself are kind of a Son, Spirit, and the Holy Ghost kind of arrangement. The second setting is Arath. Magic is similarly available in Arath as it is in Rospine, with 2 very notable exceptions. Fire magic almost never works in Hetust, which is the cold side, and magic that creates water, ice, or cold almost never works on the Tanthara side, which is the hot side of the planet. Magic kind of here comes from deep within the core of the world itself, where people's souls are actually forged and split into 2 halves. More on that later. The third setting is Acid Rain. Acid Rain is kind of set in an alternate version of Earth, so the only magic that you'll find on Cadian's Keep is the majestic 80s sci-fi action movie Sparkle. Though, to be fair, some of the future tech that can be found, sometimes that winds up there on the island, can easily be mistaken for magic by the uninitiated. The fourth setting is Dowrenland. Magic is very prevalent in Dowrenland, as this kind of leans more towards high fantasy for me as a setting. It's very purposefully left to be a lot less defined here, so that there's plenty of wiggle room for DMs and players alike for kind of inserting the kind of weird and wonderful whimsy that is often associated with fairy tales. And as to where the magic actually comes from, once again, this plane is actually formed, this existence, this setting, is actually formed from the dreams of children. So naturally, magic comes from that kind of same special place. The 5th setting is Caldera. Magic takes a large role in Caldera. It's readily available, though it's highly regulated within the setting itself. The practice of arcane magic is actually outlawed unless you have a license, which is issued by the government of the Integrated Realms. That's usually only possible by attending one of the many prestigious academies that are found back east. Likewise, each magical item here is actually illegal to possess without a permit, which of course are difficult and expensive to acquire. But in the Caldera itself, magic really comes from knowledge and power, and often the case vice versa. Again, so the 6th setting is Chrome City. Again, since this setting is really kind of a setting within a setting, magic follows the same system that's laid out by the Harbinger playtest rules, which are available for free from Absolute Tabletop. But essentially, magic is divided into 4 different colors of Astra. And here in Chrome City, those colors are just simply changed to kind of be neon versions of themselves, so it kind of helps support that kind of 80s vibe. The 7th and last setting is Momentum. As of now, I have no plans of really altering how magic works very much with Momentum, but this is by far the highest fantasy setting that I have come up with to date. So magic is very, very prevalent, and I think it's going to come from the Colosseus, which, I mean, pretty much everything else in the setting does. So that seems to really make sense with me. So yeah, we'll kind of have to see how that develops as well. But that's the 7 settings that I've got. This has been day 6, question 6 for my 30-day world challenge, and this has been another video for Life by the Square Inch. So until next time, may your dice roll high and your snacks always be within reach.